Hey, welcome back to Rob's Garage Woodworking. Today I'm just going to do a small lighting update for my backyard rink. What I did before was I made basically I mounted these lights on a fence. So here's a light, away it comes. So basically just a construction light. So what I had a problem with was I would hang these on the fence and they were actually kind of turned down, because it had a little friction fitting here, and you would just tighten that up. And of course, as it hung there, it would just fall over. So what I've done is I've actually gone in and I've drilled out a second hole there. So here's where the bolt was that fit through here, and I drilled a small hole there. And what you do is you just basically, you're putting them together, and I just put in a small screw there, and just a wood screw, it's fine, and that just holds it in place so that that doesn't fall forward. So anyway, I'm just going to show you how I'm mounting these this year, just a slight difference. So what we have is, they're supposed to be waterproof lights, but I don't really trust them that much. So I've taken a bucket, I've cut the bucket in half and just cut the top of it off a little bit, just so it covers the light. So that you screw into the board, then you screw your light in, and then what you do with your cord is you make your connection up underneath here and then run your cord down the fence. So what I'm going to do with this light is I'm actually going to hang it on the fence and bolt it to my fence, screw it to my fence so that it doesn't go anywhere. And that way when I go to use it next year, they'll be all ready to go. All I do is pick them up, take them out, hang them up. So I'm going to just show you quickly how I did that. So you take your bucket, your half a bucket basically. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of space at the top here, you know, 1.5 inches or so. I'm going to use some number 6 by 3/4 inch screws. So basically, I'm just going to screw them in so it doesn't go anywhere. So kind of space it evenly. Throw your screws in. No hole here from last year, and my bit sucks. Oh, time for a new bit. Hold on. Alright, the beauty about having multiple screwdriver or drills is that you can have different bits in them. There, that'll make it a little easier to get in. And with the new bit, life should be a lot easier. So I'm just going to put that in. Oh, these cheap bits are the worst. Anyway, so mount that, mount it to your board so that it doesn't go anywhere. Now these things are conduit clamps. They're just really cheap conduit clamps. I got those from Home Depot out of the electrical section. Now those ones, what we'll do is we're going to put the light so that it fits up here. So basically you kind of want to size it and say, okay, well, where's the light going to fit? So you can make yourself a little mark there, and we'll have a mark at the top, but that's alright. So you take that apart, you line this up where you want it, and I'm going to put the first one in at the top. So can't really show you easily here, but once again, if there were screw holes in it, make my life easier. There you go. normally Robertson screws fit nicely in Robertson bits, but unfortunately the guy Robertson had an issue with Henry Ford. Henry Ford wanted to use these Robertson screws in his Model T, and Robertson says, you know what, I want to control them and production of the screws, that way I'll maintain quality. And Henry Ford, like minds, right? He says, well, I don't want you to control the quality, I want to control the quality. So they couldn't get together on it. And it turns out that Ford just said, oh, forget it, and he chose Phillips. So in the States, they didn't have these Robertson bits for a long, long time, and we had them for, 100 years. So now they have something slightly different they call square drive, but it's not quite the same. So what happens is when you have the bits and the screws that are different, and here's the quality that we're talking about, Robertson screws don't fall like that. Robertson screws and Robertson screwdrivers don't fall. And here's an old screwdriver. We'll see if it's the screw or the driver. See? There's a difference. There's a Robertson screw with a Robertson bit. It doesn't fall out. And shake that. Look at that. Hey? Can't do that with a Phillips or a slotted one, eh? Or a Torx. That's the way it should fit. So, now, thanks for the history lesson. Now back to our light. So, we'll put that in. We'll pop in the little screw that holds the light into place. So here's our light. Just pop that on. Now these construction work lights, they were $10 each. So I bought 3 of them for my little hockey rink in the backyard that I'm making for the kids. See, just screw it in there, and that's it. It won't move anywhere. And then what you do is you take a screw at the bottom, a couple of screws at the top, screw it right into your fence, and then your light's ready to go. Plug it in, tuck it up underneath so it's out of the weather, and then you don't have to worry about it. You've got your lights for your rink. So that's it. That's my hockey rink lighting update. Alright, just wanted to show you guys what the finished product looks like, the hockey rink lighting update. So there's one of my lights. As you can see, basically I just mounted it onto this board and makes it easier to mount, and then it's all ready for next year. And up in here you've tucked everything up so that no water will get into the joint where your electrical connection is. Alright, so anyway, I've just got a small rink. It is, I think it's 20 by 30. Alright, so I have the 3 lights here mounted. I've got the boards mounted to my fence, and then along this right here I've got them staked into the ground. So staked in, then screwed to the stakes, and then you put a tarp on it. So basically that's it, just partially done. And then we have the other outside light here and the outlet for my extension cords, which run along the fence. Alright, so there you go. Just another idea for your hockey rink lighting. Thanks for watching.